Today we are going to start sixth chapter from environmental biology and toxicology is wildlife management, in which we are going to study about the 6.1 is a definition of wildlife management, causes of wildlife depletion, and 6.2 is the importance of wildlife. So in today's lecture we are going to finish these two subtopics. First one is what is a wildlife management? Going to start definition of wildlife management. We want to know about the what is a wildlife. Actually, the plants and animals which live in natural habitat and which cannot be domesticated is known as the wildlife. And wildlife management is interdisciplinary that deals with protecting the enlarged, endangered, and the threatened species or the subspecies and their habitats, as well as the non-threatened and agricultural animals and species. So the management of these all species, these are the endangered, threatened, rare, or vulnerable, or they save their natural habitat, so is known as a wildlife management. So many the wildlife depletion. So causes are the destruction of habitat, hunting for commercial products, overexploitation, collection, introduce of foreign species, pollution, low rate of reproduction, natural calamities. These all are the causes of the depletion of wildlife. But we are going to discuss one by one in detail. First one is a destruction of habitat. So the natural habitat of wildlife is destroyed by man for the human settlement, for agricultural, for industrial purposes, mining purposes, railways, highways, etc. And due to this, because of that, the species either die or dislocated. The natural species dislocated or the die because of these all the projects like the mining, industry, railway, highways, agriculture, human settlements. And because of that, they may be die due to the disease, they die due to the starvation, or may be killed because of the human existence. So destruction of habitat is most cause of the wildlife depletion. Second one is hunting for commercial product. So wild animals are killed for their products. For example, the for tusk, for example, tusk, elephant tusk, then for meat, perfumes, decorative articles, then the pharmaceutical purposes. The best example is a gelatin. So in Africa in 2015, the 90% black horners were killed for their horns, and crocodile are killed for their skin, and musk deer are killed for their gland. So hunting for commercial product is one of the most important cause for the wildlife depletion. Then next one is over exploitation. The over exploitation is a excessive harvesting or excessive harvesting like marine organisms such as fishes, mollusks, sea cows, sea turtles, sea horses, and because of that as resulting in extinction of these animals. So over exploitation is one of the most cause of the wildlife depletion. Then another one is a collection from the wildlife. Then animals and plants are collected throughout the world for the labs like research and events like zoos. For example, animals such as a monkey, chimpanzee are used in zoos, are also used in circuses. Then because of that, the wildlife are depleted. Then another cause is the introduce of foreign species in new environment. So introduce of foreign species in new environment in condition there are be sometime not suitable or maybe suitable, but the climatic conditions and sometimes ecosystems are disturbed. That's why may problems are created due to the new foreign species. For example, the rock pythons are African species and they are introduced in Florida, and there are ecosystems are disturbed and rate of rock pythons are increasing, and that's why the species is hazard for the human beings, and the proliferation of rock python is undetermined and the causes the destroy of native species, and there is the disturbing of the whole balance of ecosystem. For example, rock python is native species of Africa was the artificially introduced in the Florida and a state of United States, and it spread widely within no time like a pest and causing a severe trouble to the indigenous people. So introduction of foreign species in new environment is also harmful, and because of that it will be increases or it will be die due to the new situation or the new habitat. So introduction of foreign species in new environment is also one of the cause of the wildlife depletion. Then another cause is a pollution. Pollution is a adverse effect on natural habitat and then and need to degeneration and natural environment. It is a it degrades the natural environment. For example, if water is polluted due to the sewage, industrial waste, so in living beings the water bodies are also the water body are harmful for the living beings, and they may be killed person due to these harmful chemicals. So it is also one of the most cause of pollution. Because of that pollution many natural species are killed in water because of that harmful chemicals. Then another one is a low rate of reproduction in case of certain animals, and especially about the top carnivores our reproduction rate is very low and the very few babies are born after long duration. So low rate of reproduction is also one cause of the wildlife depletion. Then another one is a natural calamities. Natural calamities like floods, droughts, fires, then epidemics, these all are natural calamities, and it is one cause of the wildlife depletion. So here is a many causes of wildlife depletion. Another one is a breeding in wild animals. So for example the turtles, sea turtles, they instance the breeding of marine turtles on seashore, and the eggs of these animals are being stolen by human being visiting on the seashore. The eggs are destructed due to the human interference. These are the one cause of the wildlife depletion. These all are the causes of wildlife depletion: destruction of habitat, hunting for commercial product, over exploitation, collection, introduce of foreign species in new environment, pollution, low rate of reproduction, natural calamities. Then importance of wildlife provide a many great things for human being or the ecology. So first importance is it provide a ecological balance. It have a scientific value, it have a economic value, game value, aesthetic value, gene bank, then cleaning environment, prevent soil erosion. These are the importance of the wildlife. First one is the ecological balance. You know the every species of living being play an important role in maintaining ecological balance, because each and every animal and plant is part of the some of the other food chain, and if certain species are lost and the several others are affected. So it provides a good ecological balance. Every species and every plants play an important role in a food chain. So it have so wildlife also have a great importance to maintaining the ecological balance. Second one is it have a great scientific value for studying the human body anatomy and physiology. Scientists firstly studied the wild animal, sometimes the study certain wild animals, so it is helpful for the understanding human system. For example, the for studying the blood group rhesus monkeys was used, then for lab dissection snakes, frogs, earthworms are used, and for the understanding of human embryology sea urchins are studied. So wildlife have a great scientific value. And then the another example is the antlers of horn are useful in determining the degree of radioactive pollution. So antlers of horn is a good bio indicator. So many animals provide a great scientific value. Then another value is economical value. Why it's a economic value? Because wildlife is source of income for the tourism and the recreation. The most popular tourist attractions are zoos, sanctuaries, national park, and etc. So many plants have a medicinal value also, like morphine. Then similarity, some chemicals obtained from the skeleton of crab, and it is a preventive medicine against the fungal infection. So wild species of animal provide meat for food and skin, etc. So it is used for making a different articles or the different types of ornaments. Then it have a great economic value. For example, the elephant tusk, then the glands of musk deer, wax from honeybees. So these have a great economic value. So these products are obtained from wild animals, and all these products have a very high international demand. For example, the country like Kenya earns a foreign exchange through the tourism. So these are also having a great economic value. Then another importance of wildlife is it have a great game value. What is game value? So people do hunting as a part of their hobby. Hunting is a part of hobby for the recreation, and many people have a hobby such as a fishing, and many people organize the bullfight, cockfight, etc. And hence wildlife animals have a high game value. Then another value is a gene bank. What is a gene bank? Gene bank is a storage of the preservation of the natural genetic stock. So only naturally occurring species have a original genes, and these genes may improve. Such genes can be used for improving plants and animals, and these all naturally occurring variety have a gene which can be used for the improving the variety of plants and animals, and thus we are saved these genetic material, and we can produce the disease resistance variety from it. So gene bank is very important, and it is the importance of wildlife. Then another importance is the cleaning of environment. So wildlife means plants and animals. It maintains our ecological balance. Then plants absorb the more amount of carbon dioxide. So cleaning of environment. Then the process of decomposition, which helpful for the back. These are the help, the good source of the it also provide the good fertilizers, and the decomposition process many bacteria are used. So cleaning environment is also great importance from the wildlife. Then another one is a prevention of the soil erosion. So prevention of soil erosion with the help of these plants, wild plants. Then the erosion of soil resists due to the roots of these plants. Then another value is a great aesthetic value. Aesthetic value means the anything that help to beautify our nature. So fragrance of wildflowers, sound of wild birds, then the graceful walk of lions and tigers, these are the great aesthetic value. So wildlife provide great importance. So importance of wildlife, these all are the importance of wildlife. So we today lecture we discuss about the causes of wildlife depletion, then the importance of wildlife, definition of wildlife, and definition of wildlife management. So today I stop here. Take a notes from the lecture, take a notes from my voice. Today I stop here. Thank you.